Okay, you guys, before we get into today's video, I do need to go on a little bit of a rant. Here's why. It has nothing to do with today's video, but I just need to go on a rant for a few minutes. Here's what's currently going on. So for those of you who don't know, I have rheumatoid arthritis in a couple places. And there's a whole video, story time on that, which I will have linked down below. So today I had to, have a phone call, make a phone call for a medication refill, in this case my Embrel, which is the shot I take for my arthritis. And that got taken care of. That all got taken care of. It's being taken care of. It'll be shipped out at some point this week. Maybe next week at the most. It'll all be taken care of. Then they said I should try to get an appointment scheduled with the rheumatologist. I'm like, okay, no problem. I just have no way of getting down there because I'm working. Pretty much everyone else is working. So they said we could do a phone call appointment. I'm like, that's fine. That's not the reason I'm aggravated. The reason why I'm aggravated is because they automatically scheduled the appointment without going over any dates of availability with me. Like, they scheduled my appointment, my phone call appointment for tomorrow, and I have work in the morning. I have work tomorrow. And I'm not gonna clock in late, all because of a phone call appointment, which they did not go over any availability with me. I got the telehealth marketer agency, whatever the heck you want to call it, the telehealth thing, emailing me, saying like, okay, your appointment's scheduled for tomorrow at this time. And they didn't go over any dates with me. I emailed them back saying, this is not going to work for me. I have work tomorrow. I'm not, clocking in late for this appointment. Now, say if it was my day off and they scheduled it, I wouldn't have been okay. If it was my day off, I have work. Do you guys get the picture here? Like, they didn't go over any dates, any times, any availabilities that would work with me. So not only I tried emailing the telehealth company back, saying like, this ain't gonna work for me, I'm trying to call my doctor's office saying like, oh yeah, this is not gonna work for me. The line, of course, is always freaking busy. So it's hard for me to get in touch with them. I am like, I can't even talk right now. That's how fired up I am over this. It shouldn't be that big of a deal. But just the principle of being like, hey, give me some kind of idea of what days you have free so that way I can work around it with my schedule. Because I work. I need money. I need to make the money so I can help pay with bills and stuff. Like, this is just so frustrating. Like I said, who knew calling a doctor's office to reschedule a gosh darn appointment would be this difficult? Like, I understand they have a bunch of people calling in because of everything else going on in this world, which is crazy. And I understand other people have appointments they need to make. Other people have calls they need to make to doctor's offices. That's not why I'm upset. It's just the principle of letting me know what days you're free. Or what days my doctor's free so I can get this phone call appointment scheduled. They just automatically assume, oh yeah, we're free tomorrow. And they just set me up for tomorrow when I have work. So now I'm trying to get in touch with the email that I got. I'm trying to say like, hey, this isn't going to work for me because I'm working. And then I'm trying to get in touch with my doctor as well, saying like, oh yeah, this isn't going to work for me. And you guys just automatically assume that tomorrow I'm free, which is not the case at all. Do you see how messed up the scenario is? Like, you could have went over the schedule with me, what days you had free, what times even. If it was like for an earlier time tomorrow, like an early time, I would have been fine with that. Any time before work would have been fine. No, they decided to schedule me right when I have to clock in for work. Do you see how messed up this is? Oh man, I feel like I'm rambling, but I feel a little bit better now. Now I got to, express my frustrations. I feel a little bit better now, so I am sorry for the rant. This honestly has nothing to do with today's video. It's like a vlog / cooking video. So, I'm just fired up, though. I'm really fired up. Like, you don't just assume, like, oh, she's free this day. Oh, she's free that day. No. You don't do that. Get in touch with me. See what days I am free. What times I'm free, even. Go over that with me. Don't just automatically assume, like, hey, she's free on this day. No, that's not how it should be, and that's not how it works. So now I'm trying to get this sorted out. So, regardless, if I'm not going to be able to make this appointment tomorrow. So, if they try calling me, even though I'm trying to reschedule it, that's on them. That's really on them. Well, I guess as long as I got my refill for my medication, I guess I'm okay. But still, it's just the principle of it all. Anyway, I hope you guys enjoyed today's little vlog / cooking video. And I'm sorry for ranting, but I needed to. I am seriously fired up. Anyway, see you guys. Anyway, back to the video. Hey guys, what's up? It's Chelsea. What's up? Welcome back. So, forgive me for the rant in the beginning. It just needed to be made. I feel like I just need to get my feelings out. And, well, that's pretty much that. I feel better now that I went in that rant. So, sometimes you just need to get your feelings out. Even if it's to people you don't know. Or even just to someone you know. You just need to, go on a rant. That's pretty much what I had to do. Because, well, this situation was just so frustrating. It needed to be done, I feel like. Or else it was going to bother me all day. Because, look, that's how my mind works. If I don't say something right away, it's just going to, build up inside. And it's just going to come out at once. I'm like, let me go on a rant a little bit early. Anyway, welcome to the video. The actual video, not the rant. That was just something I wanted to, express about my frustrations. And I am sorry for that. I'm usually not one to do that. But, like, there are days I'm going to be, wanting to be honest and real with you guys. Really, there are days I'm going to be like, I'm not in a good mood. Everyone has a bad day at some point, right? But I feel better for ranting, and I hope you guys, are not mad about it. Because, like, I understand, like, the whole situation. It's just the principle of it that ticks me off. Anyway, welcome back to the channel. So it's like today's like a vlog style video. I will be cooking today, so woohoo! There is this. I can't talk. I'm still recovering from that rant. So I have a couple things I need to do at home, and then later I'll be cooking. So that's fun. There's this recipe that's been trending around TikTok. It's like an Italian, Korean, and fusion pasta. It's like a tomato gochujang. But gochujang is the spicy Korean chili paste, which I actually found in my supermarket today. How exciting. So, I'll put the name up here so you guys know how to pronounce it. Or at least how it's spelled. Anyway. So, it's like a Italian, Korean, and fusion pasta dish. That sounded really good. And I will include the TikTok for it right here, right now. I don't remember who posted the video, because there have been a bunch of people recreating this recipe, putting on little twists and tweaks on it. So, you'll just see who it is.
Okay, lately I've been obsessed with this roasted tomato gochujang shrimp pasta. It's comforting, delicious, and packed with so much flavor, you don't even need cream for this. Start by tossing some tomatoes with olive oil, salt, and pepper. Also forgot to add the garlic and chili pepper, so I'm adding it in now. Roast it in the oven at 450 until it softens up. Blend the tomatoes with gochujang and sugar into a thick sauce with a consistency like this. Prep your shrimp and make sure to remove the doo-doo. This is a no poop zone. Season the shrimp with olive oil, salt, pepper, gochugaru, onion powder, and garlic powder. Cook the shrimp halfway through, then add the sauce, cooked pasta, and your favorite greens. I'm using spinach. Garnish with enough cheese and fresh basil.
So I am really excited to make that pasta. It sounds so good. And I'm like, well, I have stuff to take care of at home. Like, why not cook tonight? So, and plus maybe my mom can have some too. I know my brothers are not going to eat it most likely. Maybe my mom will. We'll see. I am adding a couple different tweaks. I'm doing a couple tweaks to it, so we'll see how that goes. And honestly, my spice tolerance is super low for the most part, and I am trying to build it up. So hopefully this isn't too bad. Although I guess I can adjust the spice level if needed. But yeah, for the most part, my spice tolerance is super low. But we're not going to be making that till later. At least till before my mom gets home from work. So for now, I'm going to go downstairs and try to find some lunch because I am hungry. Okay, guys, this is me currently in voiceover mode. So I went to get lunch. My brother wanted food as well, so we just walked to Turkey Hill together. Also, I'm playing on my shoes because my shoes did not match with my outfit, but guess what? I don't care. So I got a chicken sandwich. It was like a chicken bacon ranch thing. Surprisingly pretty good. Okay, guys, so I just got back from my walk with my brother. Here was the plan. Here's what happened. We were going to go to Dunkin' because, well, it was walking distance, and at first he wanted Dunkin'. But then I told him to come with me, and then he goes, can we just go to Turkey Hill instead? I'm like, you wanted Dunkin'. And next thing you know, he goes, yeah, but Turkey Hill is closer. I'm like, fine, we'll go to Turkey Hill. So we got Turkey Hill. We went to Turkey Hill. He got whatever he wanted. I got something for me so I can have lunch. That chicken sandwich actually wasn't that bad. It was actually pretty decent, surprisingly. I was pretty much pleasantly surprised. So now I'm just going to try to get some writing done. Hopefully I can, get everything scheduled with that appointment, which I'm not bringing up again, or else it's going to fire me up again. That's just the way I am. Like I said, I usually don't try not to, rant or get fired up that easily. But, it's just the principle of, hey, consult the patient. And I'm going to try to get some writing done, maybe film a couple acting videos, which a lot of people on TikTok seem to be liking my acting videos. And I still have them saved in my phone. There's a couple that went viral, and that's just wild to me. Like, the one Euphoria video I did, it has, over 500,000 views, which is something I wasn't expecting at all. So, yeah, I'm going to get some writing done, maybe find some more recipes, and then, yeah, we'll see what happens. So, I am currently boiling some water, just a mug full in my microwave. You're probably like, Chelsea, why are you recording your microwave? And why are you boiling water in the microwave when you can just do it on the stove? Well, making one of these, which by the way, this tea is delicious, by the way. It's the Tazo Passion. It's so good. I felt myself getting a little, stuffy, like a little bit of a stuffy nose going. So I took a hot shower, and I figured make one of these as well, because this is full of vitamin C and stuff, and it just tastes great all around. Anything to help relieve any discomfort in my sinuses. So, and I'm down to my last bag. The funny thing is, I was at the store earlier. I should have picked up a box. Well, I guess I can go there later in the week, I guess. So, it's hard to do this one-handed. This is my last bag. Also, it is caffeine-free, which is perfect because I don't need any more caffeine. So, we're going to just throw this box out. I didn't think I went through this that quick. Okay, so don't mind how I have this set up. I literally have you set up with my phone against the iced tea pitcher, an empty iced tea pitcher, and on top of a box of sandwich bags. Wow, I cannot talk today. Anyway, so I just took a shower, felt nice, took a nice hot shower, relieve any, congestion maybe I may be having. Here's the thing, like I said, most of the time I'm usually good. Sometimes, it's very, very mild for me. It's just annoying. The sinus issues I have. It's mild, so I'm not worried about it. It's just super annoying. But it's all good. Anyway, I should probably check this water real quick. Give me one sec. That should be good. Okay, so when I said I was boiling water, I wasn't really necessarily boiling it. I was just making sure it was nice and hot. But not too hot to the point where I can't drink this. And honestly, I feel like I went through this Tazo Passion Tea super quick. And I think one of the reasons was because this is going to be an interesting story. And you probably heard me and Kevin talk about it on my TikTok live stream this past Tuesday. Which, that was a fun time. I loved doing a live stream with him. It was so much fun. We had a good time. Anyway, so, what was it? I think it was 2 weeks ago. I had myself put on vocal rest. And the reason, for those of you who don't know, I do a lot of acting videos on my TikTok. I've been doing these videos where I act as one character on screen and then I do a voiceover for other characters as well. Well, there are times where I did have to yell in those videos. Ooh, you can see the steam coming off of that. Anyway, there are times in those videos where I did have to yell. And I'm not much of a yeller. I'm really not. Like that, like I'm not, I guess my throat's not used to yelling or anything. It's saying like, oh, she's not used to it. The one Wednesday, I was live streaming on TikTok. And this one person's like, can you do us, give us a little sneak peek of another Euphoria video? I'm like, I could try. Then it felt like my voice was my voice was so close to giving up on me. So I started the scene that they wanted me to do, and I'm like, I can't keep going. And then I had to cut the live stream short, and I was super sad about it. I didn't want to cut it short, but at the same time, I'm like, this isn't good. My throat is killing me from all the yelling. And, you know, it wasn't a fun time. I was basically from, I think it was 2 Thursdays ago. I don't remember what it was, a couple weeks ago. From that Thursday to that Friday, I was on mute most of the day. And like I said before, when Kevin and I were live this past Tuesday, which I have that video, I'll have a link down below so you guys can see it, because it was just so much fun, very entertaining to watch. Trust me, I'm still watching it. It's very funny. And I told him, I said to the viewers, I'm like, ask my friend here. He knows that I'm a chatterbox, and I will admit, I am a chatterbox. My family can tell you, my friends can tell you, anyone can tell you that I like to talk. And they've all agreed that if they don't hear me talking, they know something's wrong. So that's why I'm like, everything. So the day I felt the discomfort, I'm like telling people, I'm like, I am fine. I'm not stressed. I'm just in pain from talking and yelling so much in my videos. And they're like, oh boy. Then you got my mom, who found it funny because she's like, okay, just be quiet. She didn't say it like that. No, she wasn't like that, honestly. She knows that I do these videos. So she understood. But it was just so painful to talk. And the thing is, at my job, we talk a lot. And also, in order to run a kitchen smoothly, we got to talk. That's what, communication is key, and that's what makes things go smooth. So I'm literally telling my job, thankfully they were super understanding about it. And I'm like, I can barely talk. My throat is killing me. And I told them why. They're like, you probably shouldn't yell this much. I get super in the character, and I guess I overdid it, which is totally my fault. It was hard being on mute for the past 2 days. I would only talk if needed or give, small, short answers. Only if needed. Either that, I would just give, hand movements, like thumbs up, thumbs down, yes, no. Simple stuff. So anyway, I'm brewing my tea now. I'm so sad this is the last bag. But, ow, it just touched my knuckle a bit. That was a little hot. Anyway, this is it. It's currently brewing. I just honestly love the color of hibiscus tea. It's so pretty. It has that deep, pinkish, reddish color, which I love. It smells really good too. What is in this anyway, so I know. And I can tell you guys, so you guys can try it. Okay, so we know it's hibiscus. Hibiscus base with orange peel and rose hips. I had a feeling I had a citrusy thing in there. There's a citrusy hint of something in there. I just wasn't sure what it was. Regardless, this tea, 10 out of 10. It is delicious. You can get it at your grocery store. And I also usually add, for hibiscus, I add a little bit of honey. Because sometimes this tea in this case can be a little tart because of the hibiscus. It has a tart berry flavor, which is nice. But honestly, honey tastes really good. And it's also a natural, forgive me if I say this wrong, antihistamine kind of thing. And so this is good for it too. And it just tastes really good. It has a natural floral sweetness, which I love. So I just add a little bit, not a lot to make it a sugary honey overload. Just a little bit. And this is the honey I use. It's Clover Blossoms Dutch Gold, which honestly I got at the grocery store as well. It tastes really good. I like it. So there's that. Now I'm going to let this cool after I mix the honey in, and then we'll get to drinking. Okay, so I'm just about to see if this tea is still too hot for me to drink, or if it's just the right temperature for it. Because there are times, yes, I have burnt my throat while drinking a hot tea. Or a coffee. It depends. Anything hot, there are times I have burnt myself. Well, actually I did that recently. When I was on vocal rest, I wasn't only dealing with a sore throat from yelling. I was also dealing with a little bit of a burnt throat. Because, well, I had my little thermos with the hot tea in it, and then I burnt my throat, because, that, like, if you had it in the thermos, it stays hot for a couple hours. So I had to wait a little longer for it to cool down, and oh my god, when I hit my throat that Friday, I'm like, ow! So I think this is good for me to try, well, for me to drink. Hopefully it is. Let's see. That is a perfect temperature. I did not burn myself. Thank God for that, because I did not want to deal with that again. I love hibiscus tea. It's so good. It's amazing. So not only will I be drinking this now, I will be looking through my script notebook. Now, one of the things, the reason why I know how I know to study scenes for my videos for TikTok is that I go through the scenes, I look through scenes online, like YouTube, or maybe through my favorite movies, or maybe from my past acting challenges as well. And I just write them all down. So that's always fun. I think I have like 40-something different scripts. I just added a couple today, so I added maybe about 40. Let me check. I think it's maybe, no, actually, wait, it's 44 now. Ooh, excuse me. That was a really silent and tiny burp. So I'm going to read through my script, and maybe I'll film a couple today. And if you want, actually, you know what? You won't be able to see I can't talk. Oh my god, I cannot talk. I am so sorry. You won't be able to decide if you want a behind-the-scenes clip of what I do to rehearse these scenes. So I think I'm going to include some in this video of me just practicing. It won't be perfect. Here's the thing. Sometimes it takes a long time for me to get these scenes right. It really, really does. Especially if it's like a really long monologue. So maybe I'll just practice a couple, maybe get them filmed, and we'll see what happens. Maybe I'll include the rehearsal clips here. So I just set up my tripod, and I adjusted the light setting on the ring light, because sometimes it gets really, really bright, and it's still pretty sunny out, so I'm just adjusting it so it's not like super, super bright. And by the way, shout out to my boyfriend for getting me the tripod, because I use it all the time. I love the tripod. It makes things a lot easier too. So that way I'm not just holding the phone or leaning it up against something. It makes things so much easier. So thanks, babe. Anyway, I'm gonna go film some acting videos, and speaking of the acting videos I've been doing, I have like seven of them saved on my phone. I need to make like a compilation of them, so that way I can have them in my, at least have them for YouTube as well, because they are individually on my TikTok, but I'm thinking about using them as a compilation for YouTube as well. And that way I can clear up some space on my phone. Because currently, my phone is also my video camera. Anyway, time to get filming. Okay, so I did not get much filming done, unfortunately, yet. I'm hoping to get some done later. If not, not the end of the world. But I was looking at that TikTok for that pasta. The tomato, the spicy tomato pasta thing. Which I did include I did include the TikTok earlier. And I just watched it again to make sure I had an idea what I was doing. What's hard about this is that there are no measurements, so I'm hoping I have enough of what I need. And I'm hoping I didn't forget anything. I don't think I am making a few adjustments. So, and also, I saw in the video that this girl, puts the tomatoes and garlic, whatever else she uses, in the oven first to roast them. So I'm going to do that now, so that way it's done. It should probably take at least an hour or so. I think she said in the video. So for now, I'm going to get that ready. I'll show you what I'm doing next. So I got cherry tomatoes. I'm guessing the one container should be enough. I hope it is. Pardon the lighting. I left my tripod upstairs. I honestly did not feel like carrying it downstairs, so just bear with me. Anyway, I got my little cherry tomato pint. I think that's what it is, right? Yeah. So, and like I said, this girl didn't give any measurements, which makes it a little harder, so I'm just kind of winging it. But I'm only making one box of pasta, so I think this should be enough to coat every piece of pasta. So I'm just going to put it in this little pan, because I don't think I need anything super big to do this, so I should probably preheat my oven as well. And I turned the fan on, as you can see behind me, My smoke alarm is very, very sensitive, and this kind of prevents it from going off when... It goes off when it doesn't need to. Now, unless there's a fire, then yeah, I can see why it goes off. Or if it gets smoky, I can see why it'll go off. But this smoke alarm is so sensitive, it just goes off for no reason. So, anyway, that's what the fan is for. Cherry tomatoes can go in here. This can be my little garbage container for now, I guess. Mix that, you know, spread them out evenly. It's not perfect, but oh well, we'll make it work. Okay, so I did have garlic, which is great, but I think this girl also drizzles, yeah, she drizzles olive oil on the tomatoes first. So there's that. I got my big container olive oil. I'm not going to use a lot, honestly, because I don't think I need a lot. Again, measurements would help. Just kind of winging it a little bit, not going to lie. Let me grab a spoon so I can mix it. And then I also got to remember, clean as you go. Get that ready to go. Make sure everything's coated in the olive oil. If this is good, who knows? Maybe I'll bring it to work tomorrow for food. For like lunch or something. That'd be great, so I don't have to worry about buying any food. She also seasons it with salt, which I do have a salt grinder. And the black pepper grinder as well. They'll just kind of, you know, use their judgment. And... let me lower that a little bit. Anyway, I got garlic here, which I should peel this. Again, this will be my little garbage container, the tomato thing. And like I said, this is all going to go in the oven together. I just hope that I have enough of everything. Now, garlic is what I knew. I knew I had garlic on hand, which is awesome. If I can get this garlic to peel, because I think she roasts the cloves like whole. She doesn't like cut them. Because we are going to blend this up later once it's out of the oven. So she didn't like... this is hard to peel. I have an idea actually. Hold on. Let me get a paper towel real quick. I don't want to bring out the whole cutting board just to smash garlic cloves. I don't want to do that. It's just an extra dish I got to wash. So I'm going to take this. Maybe put it on a napkin and just crush it with the spoon. Get it out. I hope this works. If not, I'm going to have to get the cutting board. And I don't think that... oh, no, it's doing something. Sweet. I just didn't crush it hard enough. We just... hold on. Do that. There we go. That worked out better. So that way I don't have to dirty anything. Because sometimes extra dishes are not fun. Not saying dishes are fun, but... you know, sometimes you have to do them at some point in your life. I love the way garlic tastes, honestly, but I know my hands are going to smell a little bit like garlic after I'm done with this, but that's totally fine. Oop. I almost lost one. Actually, I kind of did. I'll just wash it off in a sec. So what I did was I just kind of smashed it with a spoon. And then I smashed it a little too hard. I felt that. My hand felt that. So I have a couple garlic cloves here. I'm just smashing up, peeling the outside, because you don't want the outside of these. This part you don't want. You want this part, the garlic. So there's that. And I'm going to smash this clove. It just wants to slide away. It's like, I don't want to be smashed. Okay. There we go. We got it. That way I don't have to dirty a cutting board just for this. It's like a roasted garlic clove. There's like, I think I have 3 of them in here. Here's the thing, when you roast garlic, it does get, like, the flavor does get mild. When it's, like, sauteed, then yeah, the flavor pretty much is the same as, like, strong, the garlicky flavor that we all love. Anyway, this is not peeling for me. Hold on. Oh, never mind, I got it. And also, I am not the skilled one in the kitchen. I'm not really the skilled person for this, but you know what? It's okay. So I'll be right back. I'm going to go clean up my little mess. So here's what we're currently working with at the moment. We got the garlic in here. We got the cherry tomato pint. Like I said, it's all going to roast together in the oven, according to the video, which would be nice. Again, I think she said maybe 45 minutes to an hour. That's why I'm doing this now. It's still light outside, so that's why I'm just kind of taking care of it now, because depending on how long it takes. Just checking the oven real quick. Anyways, we got our little Himalayan pink salt grinder, which I'm going to use it. And then again, if I need to adjust the seasoning later, I can always do that. So I'm not going to add too much of it yet. Only because I don't want it like super salty in the beginning. You can always add more. With cooking, you just can't take it away. Does that make sense? And then, pepper grinder. Which, last time I checked, there was like green food coloring on this. Let me wipe this off real quick because I don't want green food dye on my hands. I guess what happened was one of the green food coloring spilt. Like my bottle of green food coloring spilt. And it just kind of, you know, got on my hands somehow. And yeah, that's what happened. Then I had green dye on my hands and I was really confused. And then I'm like, green food coloring did the trick. Pepper grinder. Again, I can always add, but I can't take it away. Again, it's all about, like, you know, balance, I guess. I can always smell the garlic, which is great. So, we got that taken care of. And here's what we're working with currently. I don't want to spill too much. Anyway, I am going to put this in the oven. Here's my oven. I am praying the smoke alarm doesn't go off. I am praying to God. This should be done within like 45 minutes to an hour. I will be checking it though. Into the oven you go. And that's it. Now it's time to clean up a little bit. So in case you guys are wondering, this is the gochujang bottle that I'm going to be using. I'm surprised my supermarket had this because the one I literally live close by to, they usually don't have this. They have an Asian food / ingredient section, but I've never seen this. So when I saw this, and I'm like, I was excited. I was very excited. Basically, gochujang is a Korean chili sauce. It's supposed to be like mostly spicy with a little bit hint of sweetness. I've never used this before. I've had this before in like other dishes. And by other dishes, I mean one dish. And that was the spicy Korean rice cakes, which were when I went to get Korean food with Sarah, which was so good. So I know it's supposed to be spicy with a little bit of sweet. The question is, how hot is it? So I'm going to do something I might regret doing and just, you know, try a little bit. Not a lot. Because here's the thing, like I said, my spice tolerance is super low. And this girl, I think, used like a full tablespoon of it, maybe 2. I don't remember. But I'm going to just, you know, just use it to my adjust it to my liking. Maybe my mom's too. So I'm going to open this up. Okay, so I did get the lid off. I did not do a smell test. But I'm going to taste a tiny bit only because I just want to be like, how much do I need to adjust it? It doesn't smell as hot as I thought it would be. It has a little hint of a spice to it, but it doesn't smell as hot as I thought. You can definitely smell the spice, but it also smells sweet. What's in this? Also, before I forget, this brand is vegan and gluten-free. The girl made shrimp to go with this pasta, but unfortunately, one, I don't have shrimp, and yeah, I don't have the money for shrimp either. And I didn't feel like breaking my budget. So what I am going to do, like I said, I am making a few tweaks and alterations. But for now, there's a little bit of gochujang on the little seal. I don't know how hot this is, so I'm going to swipe it. Here's what it looks like. I am hoping this doesn't burn my mouth that bad. That spice just hit me right after. It tastes good. You get like a sweet flavor. But I'm not used to spicy all that much, so we're definitely going to have to balance this out. It's good, though. So here's one alteration of a pasta I'm using. I'm using penne pasta, but it's a gluten-free pasta. I feel like I've had this before. Yeah, I think I had this before, and I think I remember liking it. I figured it's one way to, you know, change it up. As you can see, yeah, it's gluten-free with cauliflower, fava beans, and rice flour. So that's always a good thing, right? So here's what we're currently working with. Tomatoes are roasted. Garlic's nice and soft too. So that's good. That's a good sign. That means I'll be able to blend this up. Let's get ready. So here's what we're currently working with. I have the tomatoes and the garlic in here. And this is what we're working with. I'm going to get the other stuff ready to go. Again, forgive me because I do not have the tripod down here. I'm literally now have you lined up on my Keurig. My, you know, single-serve coffee maker, the Keurig. So I also forgot to grab a spoon. I'm going to go grab one. Yeah, I'll get one of these spoons and one of those tablespoon measurements just in case. This spoon I'm going to use for the gochujang. And this spoon I'm going to use sugar to sweeten it up if needed, which I might, most likely going to have to. Even though this has some sweetness in it, it's got to be balanced out. Also, I did forget like 2 things at the store, maybe. No, 1. I forgot basil to put on the top. I have dried parsley, so I think I'm gonna have to use that. I might be able to add some of that now in here. We'll see. So the first step, this lady did like, I think like a heaping spoonful of this. So thankfully it's a squeeze bottle. I don't have to just scoop it. Also, I sent the video to my friend Kevin about me trying this. The message I got, he goes, "You are brave." He's like, "I would not try that." I'm like, well, I feel like she used a bigger spoon as well. So I might just add a little extra just in case. If I need to adjust it, I will. Because it's like the spice just hits you afterward. Again, you never know. So we're going to add that in there. I'm not going to waste a spoon, so I'm just going to put it on a paper towel, I guess. I'm also keeping an eye on my pasta pot. So I'm just going to put this on the paper towel. That way I don't waste any dishes. My little brothers make fun of me again. Shocker. So then I'm maybe going to use like one of these. But first, before I do that, I'm going to go get the pasta in the water. Okay, I am back. We got the pasta going. Pasta is in the water. I just got to keep an eye on it. This just shows I'm not the best at multitasking. So bear with me. Trying to look this, stir it up, make sure none of it's sticking to the bottom of the pot, because that would be really upsetting. I also salted my pasta water, because that gives pasta flavor as well, and that's something you're actually supposed to do, even though that's something I forget to do. Anyway, we're going to measure the sugar. I'm going to start off with 1 of these and then see what happens. Maybe 1.5 of these. This is a half tablespoon. Whoops. This is a half tablespoon measurement, so I'm just kind of... Like I said, what happened to the video gave me measurements, but they didn't. We'll start with that. And this is going in the magic bullet. I was going to use a blender for this, but honestly, I don't think you need a big blender for this, honestly. I just got to be careful. Here we go. Now, we're just going to blend the heck out of it. Are you plugged in? Yeah, you're plugged in. 1, 2, 3. Oh, now you're going to give me a hard time? Are you plugged in? Seriously, are you plugged in? Oh, wait, hold on. There we go. We got it. We got it. So, we just blended the heck out of this. Like I said, we may have to blend it a little bit more. It depends how the seasoning goes. Oh, God. Ow, that's really hot. See, this is what happens when you put hot stuff in a blender, or in this case, a magic bullet. You gotta be careful. Let me grab an oven mitt, or else I'm gonna burn my hand. Can I grip this well? Nope, I cannot. Okay. So we're just gonna risk the chance of opening this carefully. Let me grab a towel. So I can have something that's like a barrier for my hands. What the heck? It won't open. Oh, boy. I think I screwed this on too tight. Ow. BRB. Okay, I wish you guys saw what just happened. I finally got this open. And I guess with the heat and the pressure buildup from it being closed so tight, I got it open and just like exploded a little bit. Anyway, this is what it looks like. Actually smells really good. I'm going to do a little taste test. I'm just going to use this spoon. Anthony's making fun of me in the background. Shocker. That's my brother. He's mean. I'm just going to try a little bit. See if I need to adjust it. I might have to. Make sure I don't burn my mouth off either. And I'm trying to multitask. I may need to add a little more sugar to it. That is really good though. I just need to add a little more sugar to it. So, like I said, here's the thing. Everyone has a different spice level. In this case, mine is not super high, so I gotta adjust it big time. If I add too much sugar, add more of the gochujang. And we'll just blend it again. We'll try that, see what happens. Again, it's supposed to be sweet and spicy almost, this sauce. It tastes good. So we're going to readjust it, blend it a little bit more, and we'll see how it goes. One more taste test for the road, if I don't let this explode everywhere. This is why you got to be careful. Anthony, be quiet. I can hear you. Oh boy, little brothers, I can't. So, I'm hoping that I'm not the only one eating this, even though if I am, I'm totally okay with that. I got a new spoon, so I can scrape some of this out. I think we should be good now. We will taste it again, though. Just get some of that off the blade. I think we'll be okay. Keep an eye on that pasta, which should be halfway done. Trying to get this done before my mom gets home. I'm trying. Let's taste this again. That's much better. Yes. That's much better. Awesome. Okay, so we got the water boiling for the pasta, which should be about almost done. I'm going to check it in about like a minute. Okay, so my pasta is done. I'm about to go drain it, but I did forget I was going to add some spinach to this pasta as well. I totally forgot to mention that. I don't think I need this whole bag. Probably not. Maybe about half of it, because spinach does wilt down to literally nothing. So maybe about more than half this bag I'm going to use. We'll see. We'll just use our judgment. So here's what we're currently working with. I probably should have cooked the spinach ahead of time, because I have to keep mixing this pasta in order. And I figured the hot pasta would wilt the spinach. I probably should have cooked this ahead of time, the spinach, but that's fine. So I added about maybe 2 big handfuls, because literally spinach wilts to nothing. Also, the sauce is looking a little thick. So a tip, I saved maybe about at least like a little less than half a cup of the pasta water. So I'm going to add a little bit and see if that helps it. They always say to do this. Anthony, he's still mocking me. And this will help like make like a nice sauce for the pasta, which it looks like it is. And as far as seasonings go for the pasta sauce, I don't think I need to adjust it anymore because it is really good. Also, one thing I noticed, I think the gluten-free pasta takes less time to cook, because this pasta, it tastes good. When I tasted to see if it was done, I think I cooked it for maybe a minute too long, but it's still edible. So that's where we're at. And we're just going to keep mixing this up, and then I'll plate it. So this is currently what we're working with. I did have some dried parsley and some Parmesan cheese on the top. They did add Parmesan in the video. They did use basil for the top, but that's something I forgot to pick up. I was hoping we had dried basil, but we didn't. We had dried parsley. I'm like, that's good enough. Anyway, so the video definitely shows the expectation of what it should look like. This is like the reality of what mine looks like, at least. I think because the pasta I use was gluten-free. I'm not gluten-free. I just wanted to see how it would work with this. I think gluten-free pasta cooks faster than regular pasta. Correct me if I'm wrong. I thought it both cooked at the same time. I could be wrong. So lately for the video, I was mostly doing the horizontal way. I currently have you held up in like my fruit basket carrier thing. There's nothing in it really. So I figured I'd use you as like a tripod at the moment. And so I'm about to my phone is vertical at the moment because, well, it wasn't going to work if it was horizontal. Anyway, this is what we're working with. It smells really good. I'm just wondering if it's going to be too hot for me. It shouldn't be. Which I did make like a sneak peek for this video, which by the time this video comes out, you guys already saw the clip of me trying the gochujang just by itself. I sent this to my friend Kevin, and, well, first I sent this to my boyfriend, that clip. So that way he has an idea what I'm doing. And then my boyfriend just like, okay, cool, I'll watch it. And then Kevin saw it. He tried me just try the gochujang plain, which is something you don't normally do. At least I don't think. Anyway, his response had me laughing. He goes, "You are brave. I would not do that." I'm like, well, I guess I'm brave. Anyway, yeah, I think I overcooked these noodles a little bit because there's not holes in their shape as well, but it smells really good. Let's try it. Hopefully it's good, because this took me, it's not that it was hard, it's just like a lot of waiting, especially for the tomatoes and the garlic. A lot of adjusting. You can definitely smell the gochujang as well, and a little bit of sweetness from it. Here we go. One of the things I love about doing these kinds of videos is that I'm learning as I go. This actually tastes really good. I'm glad. I am very glad I did add a little more sugar to it. I'm very glad. Or else I would probably be like, oh my god, this is hot. This is good though. This is a good taste test. The only thing I wish I did differently, the only thing I wish I would have done differently was chose a different pasta. Like, usually with regular penne pasta or any pasta like regular pasta you buy at the store, it's able to hold its shape. I definitely think I overcooked this a little bit because, well, I should have read the directions. I'm trying not to talk with my mouth full, sorry. I'm trying to be polite. This is good though. I definitely just overcooked the pasta a little bit, but it's edible. It's good. I can see why people on TikTok are going nuts over it. At least from the videos I've seen, they seem to love it. This is my second time making pasta on this channel. The first time the first time was the baked feta pasta. You guys remember that trend with the baked feta tomato pasta? That was good though too. To be honest though, the way I made that baked feta pasta, that was a little salty for my taste. Honestly, I like this a lot better. I usually don't do spicy very, very well. I like this a lot. It's good. Also, I'm getting some greens in there too because of the spinach. I highly recommend you guys try this one because it's good. Okay, so I am pleasantly surprised with how that pasta turned out. Again, the only thing that was, you know, off about it was that I definitely overcooked the pasta. But, you know, it's an easy mistake. Next time I'll read the directions if I'm using gluten-free pasta. I'll double check the cooking times on it. Either way, I am pleasantly surprised. That made my day completely. It was so good. If you guys haven't tried the gochujang pasta, it is so good. I highly recommend. Just make sure you don't overcook your pasta. Anyway, I think I'm going to end the video here. I hope you guys... This is kind of like 2 videos combined into one. It's kind of like... It's a day in my life with a cooking video mixed in. But this was fun, though. It definitely made my day better. Especially after that rant I had at the beginning of the video. So this made it so much better. And, well, that food just tasted really good. I'm proud of myself. Give myself a little pat on the back. If you guys enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Hit the subscribe button. Also, check, you know, hit the notification bell so you know when I upload. Check me out on my social media. And is there anything else I gotta mention? I don't know. Anyway, yeah, no, I don't think there's anything else I gotta mention. Anyway, so I love you guys. I'll see you in the next video. Bye-bye.